swear that's greatness, greatness, greatness. You look into my eyes, you can see what I see. If you can say the world won't be the same without me, then we call that greatness, and that's a blessing. But wait a second, look, while we on the subject, let me ask a question.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Uzzi Sports Show. I'm Jared Valluzzi with today's guest, Gavin Miller. Gavin, thank you for being here. And you know, a lot of people say from your sophomore to junior season, you had a big jump. You know, what really went into that to having a breakout junior year?
Well, it was definitely switching over from defense line to offense line. That was a big jump for me personally because I never played offense line before, so I wasn't really new. It was all new to me. Like I had to learn the new plays and new techniques and all that stuff, and it was definitely something that was a big step for me. And with that, I went to Revolution Athletics with my trainer, and we trained for 4 months straight every day for 2 hours, and I knew I had to get the offensive position job because that was going to be best for the team. So that's what I had to do, and that's where I really had my big jump from there, because I didn't really think I was going to be offensive lineman going into my junior year, but it turned out pretty good for me.
And you know, you're the only junior on that offensive line, so how did the seniors help that transition and helping you become a great offensive lineman that season?
Well, they were great to me. They really took me in under their wing and showed me what it was like to be a St.Anthony's offensive lineman. They helped me out when I was struggling a little bit. They showed me everything that I needed to know that I can really help with the team and be effective for them.
And this off season, you actually played volleyball in the spring season, and how does that help you become a better athlete?
Well, it definitely helped me with my explosion off the ground, definitely jumping a lot, so it helped me with my feet, my balance, my flexibility, helped me with a lot of different things, and it really does help playing other sports. It really does help you with your main sport because it allows you to keep compete through anything pretty much. So any sport that you play is going to be good for you.
But back to St. Anthony's football, this off season, what exactly have you guys been doing so far?
We have pretty much 3 lifts per week, and usually at night or sometimes in the afternoon, and then we usually have 2 practices per week, regular 2-hour practices, go through the same stuff we were going through when we start the season up in August. So that's what we've been doing for the past, 2 months. We've been doing it straight from the end of the school year started, and we just kept going throughout the summer, so it's been really good.
And one of the showcases I saw you go to was the Prospect New York State Power 50. And what were your thoughts on that showcase, some of the top players in the state?
Oh, it was a great showcase. It was really bringing recognition to all the guys that from New York State that really deserve to be recognized, and people really don't respect New York State football, and that was really good to see all the best guys in New York State compete against each other. It was great to get to know the people, to follow them on Twitter. It's really good connection there, and I think it was a great showcase, and then it really allowed more people to see us as real New York State football players.
I know you go to a lot of individual college prospect days and stuff like that. So how does that compare to the Prospect New York State 50 competition-wise?
Competition-wise, it's pretty much the same because New York State football is just as good as any other state, and I believe that to the bottom of my heart. And it was just when I go to different camps and stuff, and I see the New York kids there, and they're competing just as hard as any other person.
And this summer, you know, you've been really busy. You've been going to a lot of prospect days and a lot of success so far for you. What has been the key to all that?
The key for me has really been just going out and giving the best I have. Every time where I go someplace, I just give it all I got. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At least I know I gave everything I got in that time period. So that's really what I've been going to, and I've been trying to really pick schools and go to places that I know that I could have a chance of playing at in the future. So that's what I've been trying to do mostly.
Yeah, the success has been there for you and a couple other St. Anthony's players. What are some of your preferred college interests and some of the schools that have been looking at you?
Well, right now I have offer from Brown, I have offer from St. Anthony, I have offer from LIU Post, and I have a couple other interests like Cornell. I have interests from pretty much a lot of places, so anywhere. The Ivies, Princeton, I went to their camp, I really enjoyed it. I went to Stony Brook, I really enjoyed it. Stony Brook's a great place to be, and they're definitely one of my top schools there. I went to Monmouth University, that was really great by the beach, and I really enjoyed that a whole lot, and I really love the O-line coach, and those are a couple of my main interests right now. I liked Wake Forest when I went down there. It was really nice and beautiful, but that's that's real FBS football, and I can see myself down there. I know I got to put a lot of work to get to there, so it's definitely been good to see where I am and how I fit in the rest of the country, and definitely try to figure out my best decision to accomplish.
What part of your game really separates yourself at these camps that draws attention from coaches?
Well, a lot of coaches tell me that I have really good punch, and I have really good feet. That's a big thing on offensive line. You gotta have really good feet. You can't have slow feet. You gotta keep moving. You gotta keep moving with your guy up and down the field, no matter where he goes, and really lock on. So that's what I think my best part of the game is at college. Really like my feet a whole lot because I can move feet really fast. I learned that from defensive line when I played for 2 years, and I think that really helped me out now because I can move feet really fast on offensive line and really stick on a guy.
Playing in the New York Catholic High School Football League AAA division, toughest league in New York State. How does that help your development as a player?
Well, last year it helped me a whole lot because when I was going versus 4 stars, 3 stars, the best dudes in New York State every single day, and every single rep at games and practices, it really helped me improve my game a whole lot. Going versus Xavier Green, going versus DePaul, going versus those kids really helped me become a better player. I mean, you go versus the best, you become the best. So it was definitely good going versus those kind of players, and at this kind of league, and it really does improve your game because anywhere else you're not getting those good quality reps.
Last year, you guys had a really tough playoff loss in the semifinals to Cardinal Hayes. What do you think you guys could do differently this year to make a deeper run in the playoffs?
Stuff that we can do probably. I think we really had great preparation for the last season. It's just like just the little things we're just going to do. We're really going to focus on little things, like every little thing behind the city, going behind the line at sprints, doing everything, finishing your rep, everything. Just little things that counted in that last game that some of us that didn't have that we're gonna have this year. And there's gonna be no doubt. There's gonna be 0 doubts after the game. It's gonna be you put everything into it, and that's gonna be a product. So.
I was actually looking at your schedule. A lot of interesting games, a lot of away games. But if there's one particular game that you're excited about, what is it?
It's gonna be the game for St.Anthony. The history goes back forever since fire football started, and the rivalry against St.Anthony will always be something that I'll never forget as a Friar, and even from the freshman and JV level, it was always there, that straight competition, and I think that's the one game I'm really looking forward to, and because we haven't got a chance to really play them in a big game this year, but we lost versus Cardinal Hayes obviously in the semis, so we never got to play them in the finals, and that's what I'm really looking forward to this year. So.
Another thing I actually saw on your schedule was no Chaminade this year. They dropped down to the AA, and of course, St.Anthony Chaminade, it's always that humongous rivalry. So how do you feel about that? No Chaminade on the schedule for the first time in a while.
I'm a little disappointed about that because the Chaminade rivalry is, as soon as you step in St. Anthony's, you don't like Chaminade, and it's been like that for years, and you really feel that atmosphere. And playing for Chaminade was always something special for us, and them dropping out is definitely disappointing, but it's okay. We have to really focus on our schedule now, and with that rivalry, will still live on as always, and it's just it was sad that came to an end, but it was time. So.
And I saw also you guys only have like 2 Friday Night Lights games. That's a rarity in St. Anthony's. Friday Night Lights have been going on forever.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you and the players on your team?
For us, that just really goes to show us that we really need to show out in those 2 Friday night games in front of our fans, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to put our best foot forward every game, and we're going to put our best foot forward at those night games too, and we're really going to show what St. Anthony football is all about.
And also with your coaching staff, the legend, Rich Reichert, he now retires. How big of an adjustment so far is it without Coach Reichert?
I think Coach Minucci has really taken over the program, and he really hasn't changed that much. It still runs under Rich Reichert's way, but with his style of coaching, it's pretty much the same. He's taken over and just kept producing and kept doing all the great things that Rich Reichert would still do, and he played for Rich Reichert, so it's really good to have him there, and he knows everything about football. He knows how Rich Reichert coached, and it really goes to show you when you're with him in practice every day. He's so smart. He knows every single play. He knows what needs to be done, what's expected of us, and I think the change really hasn't been that big. It's just pretty much just a new person. It's like that's how it was, and And Manucci's been doing a great job, and I can't wait for the season with him because he's really bringing great things to St. Anthony's football.
Gavin, thank you for your time. Everybody, I'm Jared Valluzzi. Thanks for watching.